Hide and seek is a game we all know. Running, hiding, the thrill of being found or not being found. But what if? The game wasn't just a game. Welcome back to Mr. DreadStory. Tonight, we re-exploring two allegedly true hide and seek horror stories, real accounts where a simple childhood game turned terrifying. Keep your lights on, listen closely, and let's begin. The first story comes from a teenager in New Jersey. She and her friends were playing hide and seek in a large, abandoned house at the edge of town. It was an old Victorian mansion, rumored to be haunted, but they didn't believe in ghosts. Not really. She found the perfect hiding spot, a dusty old closet in the back corner of the house. She waited, holding her breath, listening for the seeker. Minutes passed. Then she heard whispers, low, deliberate, calling her name. At first, she thought it was one of her friends trying to scare her, but the whispers didn't stop. They came from outside the closet. She cracked the door just enough to peek and saw a figure standing in the shadows. Tall, lean, unblinking, watching. Before she could react, the figure vanished. When she came out of the closet, the house was empty. No friends, no other players. She ran home. Later, she learned that the friends she thought she was playing with had all gone home hours earlier, leaving her alone in the house the entire time. The second story comes from a man recalling his childhood in rural Oregon. He and his younger brother were playing hide and seek in their backyard late one summer evening. The yard was large, bordered by dense woods. He hid behind a shed, counting slowly, waiting for his brother to seek him. Suddenly, he heard movement in the woods, branches snapping, leaves crunching. But it wasn't his brother. A shadow appeared between the trees. At first, he thought it was an animal. Then the shadow stepped forward. It was a childlike figure, but wrong. Too tall, limbs too long, and it moved in a jerky, unnatural way. He called out, but it didn't answer. It just stared. When he finally ran home, his brother was already inside, safe. But for weeks afterward, he swore he could hear footsteps in the yard at night. And sometimes, he thought he saw that same tall, distorted figure watching from the edge of the woods. Hide and seek is a game meant for fun, but when shadows move on their own, when whispers call your name, when the people you trust aren't really there, sometimes the game isn't over until it's too late. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.